Hi guys. Yeah, it's like 8 o'clock and I have decided to come up to bed because I am super tired. Actually, today's not been overly productive. Yesterday, obviously New Year's double, was super productive, and then today's been a bit of a, where did that go? I'm still off from work, so I don't actually go back to work till Saturday, actually, bizarrely. But yeah, so today's been a bit strange, and then I started to watch Inside Out on the telly. So yeah, that's what I do sometimes. I just watch kids' films because it's, you know, it's not super challenging. And yeah, I didn't sleep well last night. It was not a great night's sleep, and neither did Tim. So yeah, I don't know when I'm going to sleep, but I'm a bit tired. I'm not obviously horribly tired, just a bit tired, and knowing that it's time to slow down and rest. Physio tomorrow. Morning everyone. Oh, that was not the best night's sleep. So yeah, I went to bed quite early, but I didn't actually go to sleep until like 10 something. But because we'd gone to bed so early, the dog decided she really needed to wake up about 3 o'clock to go for a wee. I got out of bed because Tim's gone back to work. I'm not back to work till Saturday, so I was like, oh, that's all right, I'll get up. I let her out and got back into bed, and then couldn't get back to sleep again. And I had, like, the night before, I'd had, like, Tim had woken me up, and then I couldn't go back to sleep. So yeah, I was suffering proper 3 a.m. brain. And for those of you that don't know, 3 a.m. brain is the one where, you know, it's really catastrophizes or disasterizes, or, you know, it serves up stuff that you really, like, you've dealt with a long time ago, but, you know, makes you feel like shit. So yeah, 3 a.m. brain last night was serving me up memories of when I was about 11 or 12, and I was really, really awkward. That really kind of late childhood awkwardness as you first go to secondary school and you're a bit of a, you know, dork. And how awkward that made me feel. I was like, oh yeah, that's great, thanks. And then, but I did actually, you know, I started problem solving, and that's when I seem to problem solve as well. And I am super excited that I'm going to be starting to teach a class, yoga class, my first yoga class, and it's a kids class for a company, and they supply the lesson plans. So I got the lesson plans yesterday, and like I was starting to think about how to deliver it, and there was a particular section, and I came up with an analogy of like personal growth, and I wrote it, like, my phone's next to me, and I just quickly typed it out. I think it was about 4:30 this morning, and I possibly will do like a thing for my other channel for Indigo Yogini, and like talk about how everybody's individual, and it's like an analogy for individual, like, growth. So I was quite pleased about that, and I did eventually get back to sleep, but I've had a bit of a rubbish night's sleep, and my resting heart rate overnight, when I checked my watch and like linked it all up this morning, is like 56 beats per minute. So it's a bit on the, you know, I can do stuff today, but not a lot. So yeah, the reason I'm managing to actually get a lot of exercise done is that obviously I'm not working this week, so I can use my, like, 4 hours high intense energy. I say 4 hours, you probably go, what, 4 hours? Okay, 4 hours. Like, when I was, one of the things that I did, what they did when I was doing the course for ME with Bath, is they do like an analysis, and you end up being able to work out how many, like, intensive hours you've got, how many, like, rest hours you've got. Now, I was the only one that they allowed to have red energy, like orange energy, as well as like green energy as well. So for me, obviously, red energy would be going for a run. Orange energy would be like putting the washing on, and stuff like that. And then green, the sort of the slower stuff, would be sitting at a computer and like doing admin-y stuff. So actually I do pretty well if I have all of it together with the really slow energy as well, I've got about 10 hours a day, which is pretty good, which is why I probably really function. But I only have like 4 hours of red energy a day, and the jobs I do are very active, so they would be considered like red energy days. But that's why I'm like getting my fitness level back up. As I said, for me, I was really lucky that I came into this like proper fit, like competitive runner fit, and obviously on the amateur circuit it was never that good, but I was I competed middle distance, and so I have that endurance side. I don't go above a half marathon. I still don't go above a half marathon. I don't think I'll ever go above a half marathon, although they do say never say never. It's that ability to keep going, and I think that serves me, that sort of natural kind of fitness and stamina is actually really serving me in my illness, and I do think I'm really lucky with that. And having, spoken to another runner who's similar, I do believe that that's a real kind of benefit that's been out there for us, that with that naturally kind of athletic-y people anyway, and it is helping maintain some semblance of functionality in our lives. So that's what I'm trying to do at the moment. Is my fitness level had really seriously dropped, and I can tell as well, it makes me so much worse. So for me, not for lots of people, and lots like different people have different ME symptoms, and that it's super important that you listen to your body, not mine. Mine still allows me to sometimes do stuff like go for a run, whereas I know lots and lots of people that would kill them. So yeah, don't ever let anybody say, oh yes, you should go for a run. It's you have to do it. You have to kind of do it for yourself, and know your body, and listen to your body. So yeah, today I've got to walk the dog because that's Tim's back at work now. So yeah, I'm up significantly later than he is. So I've got to go walk the dog, and I've got the physio today, and I'm just debating whether I do like a 1 mile, like what we call a recovery run. So it's a slow run, just stretch out. It starts like warming up the muscles and stretching them back out, and come back, have a bit of a stretch because I'm still feeling super tight in my legs. And I've got the physio today, but I'm also aware that with a 56 beats per minute heart rate overnight, that's obviously not the best either. I will probably have a think when I get back with the dog. So yeah, I didn't go for a run. I did take the dog. I took some photos, so I'll pop those up. Loved it. I felt like I just didn't have time. And one of the things I really notice about my ME is it takes 3 times as long as I think it's going to do to actually, get stuff done. So yeah, by the time I got home with the dog, I then needed to eat and get ready and stuff. And I have driven to the hospital, and I've got to go and see the physiotherapist and see what they say. Bit nervous because normally when I've seen the physio in the past, I've been really religious about doing my exercises, but over this one I just haven't had the chance. I have totally totally been like wiped or ill and wiped, and so yeah, I've barely done it. So I've done some gym stuff, and I've been working those muscles, and I've done a bit, but yeah, nowhere near like doing it every day religiously kind of thing that I've done before. So we'll see what he says, and see where we go next on that one. But yeah, at the hospital again. I swear I should get like an annual pass or something, because I'm here so often, but they are lovely here. So okay, onwards and upwards. So just seen the physio. I've improved a little bit, but you know, hand on heart, I haven't done a lot of the work that I needed to put in. So to help me and also to stop me cheating, because I do a lot of like I will naturally go to almost like a cheat. I've been like trying to balance for so long that I am going to a lower limb stability class with him in February. We'll start in February, so it's really early in the morning, but for the first one, but it will be worth it, I think. And between now and then I've got like to carry on with the exercises that I'm doing. But I mean, there were some improvements, and I think actually having somebody watching me and going, actually, do you know you're cheating on that you change your foot position to gain stability and lock out your hip and things like that. So it's really, really interesting. And yeah, so I've got one more stop and I need to go home, and I think I just need like a shower and crash for today, maybe. So actually I got home and I thought, well, I do have just about enough in me to go off on that 1 mile recovery run. So I kind of went and did that. And the only reason I could do that is obviously I know I don't have to go to work today and I don't have to go to work tomorrow. So I risked it for a biscuit. But I did want to do the recovery run because my hamstrings are super tight at the moment after Tuesday, and I wanted to warm the muscles up so I could give them a good stretch. Yeah, so I did that, but as I said, only because I know I don't have to go to work and I don't have to expend that energy. Tomorrow I will finish the vlog tomorrow. I've got one more exciting thing to do, but it's an actual arse sitting activity, as my husband calls them. So yeah, you have to have arse sitting activities when you have ME. But this one's kind of, I've been super looking forward to for a really long time. So yeah, quite excited for tomorrow, and I'll probably not vlog again today unless I wipe. Because I kind of want you to see me wipe. I'm having a really good week. Partly because last week, over Christmas week, I was in bed. I was bedbound because I was poorly. As well as having ME, I had a stomach bug. So I basically spent like 48 hours in bed. Christmas Day and Boxing Day, I didn't really move at all. And then, so I spent most of last week in bed. And so I'm having a really good week this week. And of course not having to go to work. And that's really helping too. Morning everybody. I very rarely sleep to my alarm, and my alarm is like if I don't have to get up for something really spectacular, my exciting thing is midday. I set it for like 9:30, 10 o'clock and things, just like as a backstop, so I do wake up eventually. And today I've actually like slept through to my alarm. It's just woken me up, and I've checked my watch, and it's like 10 hours 42 to sleep, and I've woken up absolutely wiped. So today is going to be a massively slow day. I think I'm getting a bit of a sore throat as well. Yeah, I've got my exciting thing, but that's all sitting, as husband says. So yeah, I've slightly overdone it this week, I think, but it's been really good to be able to do those things. And I'm not like bedbound wiped, I'm just super tired wiped today. There are levels of wiped as well, so feeling, yeah, as you can see, I'm not feeling my best right this second, but I need to kind of get up and get moving slowly and put some caffeine in my system and stuff. And today is, you know, there will be no exercises whatsoever, and a bit of a rest day and stuff like that. So, but it's still been a really good week. Sadly, I've got to go back to work tomorrow. Oh well. I'm sure everybody else in the entire world has said that about New Year's. So, oh no, I've got to go back. That's why they call it the January blues. Yeah, I've got to go and find some coffee or something. See you in a bit. Hey everyone. I finally made it out. I'm on my way to my exciting thing, and I'll show you in a bit. But Oh my God. One of the things I hate about my ME is it takes me literally so long to get ready in the mornings. Yeah, it takes me like about 2 hours, and seriously, I haven't put any, like, I've got mascara on, that's it. It's not like I spend like an hour doing my makeup or my hair or anything else. It's just like my body's on a frustrating go slow, and it just proper winds me up, because I have to like apportion like an hour to get ready and then an hour to leave the house, and then I might just get there on time. But even then I was like, maybe get there on time. Sometimes I'm late. Really frustrates me. Anyway, we're on our way. This is where a friend recommended I go because I have super sensitive skin, and also like my hair dries out really quickly, and they do Opalex, and that doesn't have SLS in it, and I can't have SLS. So yesterday my stop off on the way home, that little one, I've got one more stop, was here to get tested to make sure I wasn't gonna like come out an allergic reaction or anything. But it's taken me ages and ages to save up to get my hair done properly. So here we go. This is the last sitting. So yeah, that was my massive like exciting thing. I'd saved up and I went to a hairdresser that basically hand paints hair dye, because I'd made such a really botchy job of my hair. And I don't know about you, but when you feel shit, if you look in the mirror and you look shit too, that is just so tricky. And so actually once I'd been to the hairdresser, and she was super nice, and she's done it so that I don't have to have it like, it's like really easy to maintain, so that I just have to, she's like put the roots at my natural colour and then kind of gone through and then done the ends as blonder, so that it just it looks so much better for longer, and I don't have to see her. I've booked in for about 8 weeks. Yeah, so it just gave me such a lift. I don't know about you, but you know, with ME, when you feel really shit, you look in the mirror and your hair is shit too. It makes it all feel so much worse. I know it sounds a little bit vain, and maybe I am. I'm not apologising for that though. Sometimes if you know, if you look better on the outside, you feel better on the inside. So yeah, totally not apologising for that one. Plus I researched, she came under recommendation, but I also researched, and because my hair gets so damaged by the pool, I looked for one that uses Opalex, which is SLS free, which is really super important to me because I am so sensitive to so many chemicals, but SLS is a big one for me. But also it's actually cruelty free and things like that, and I really like that. I used to be massive big into cruelty free stuff, and I would only buy cruelty free stuff, but I got so massively sensitive to stuff that I had to kind of back that one off a little bit. Oh god, I'm making funny things with my hair. Back that one off in a little bit, because I needed stuff that I could like actually use on my skin without coming out in hives, which, you know, I think is kind of a little bit important, because I already have to take antihistamines on a daily basis anyway, having to use, you know, just to come up in hives, because you really like, I used to love Lush stuff, but like Lush shampoo and stuff, it's got SLS in it, and I can't use it anymore. So yeah, I used to be a massive Lush fan, and I can't be a Lush fan anymore. I can't use the bath bombs, I can't use anything, and it's really super upsetting. But yeah, so I go cruelty free as much as I can, but hand on heart, not everything's cruelty free. I get a lot of baby stuff actually. The stuff I use on my face is actually a baby wash, because it doesn't bring me out in a rash. But yeah, so short story there. That'll probably be a story for another time, what I actually have to use on my skin these days, and I've settled it for the last like 6 months or so. Some of it is cruelty free and sustainable, which I prefer, but not all of it is now, because some of it's just like ultra for people with super sensitive skin, and that doesn't come in cruelty free necessarily, sadly. But yeah, I ended up walking out of there. I felt so lifted, so much more energetic. I actually made it to the sales. It's like it's the 4th of January. I haven't been to the sales, and plus it was actually, my hair was cheaper than I thought it was going to be. So I'd budgeted, and what I do, because of my ME, I can't work consistently, and I don't sadly have consistent hours at the moment, or such consistent hours. So I have to save up for things, and then I like let myself splurge after the fact if it's cheaper than I thought, and my hair was cheaper than I thought it was going to be. And just look, I love it. It's just great. And she basically, there's not a foil inside. She hand painted this, which was just amazing. So anyway, I did go to the sales, and I got I don't know whether you can see it there. I got a jumper from H&M and a skirt as well. So I've got this nice skirt from H&M in the sales, and I did see some other stuff, but I saw a really pretty dress, but they only had it in a size 8, and it got up to my ribs and then wouldn't go any further. My bottom half's more of an 8 and the top half's more of a 10. So I'm probably heaviest now than I've been in a really long time. I tend to put on weight like in a flash as soon as I start getting really poorly with ME, and I have to slowly work it back down, and then I'll go through another phase where I get really super poorly and I suddenly put on weight like half a stone in a week, and I work it back down again, and I'm working it back down again. Being sick over Christmas really helped, because I did lose like half a stone, although I put like half of that back on again. So yeah, the ups and downs, it's just wonderful, isn't it? Just ME does all these weird things, like yeah, as soon as I start getting really poorly, bang, I put on half a stone. It's like my body's holding on to every little ounce of possible energy it could possibly have. But I kind of wanted to end this one here, because you know, it's been although I've been really tired today, I'm verging on the kind of wiped. I'm feeling a little bit better now. I did manage to go and get my hair done, and I managed to go and go shopping. Wow. Like, yeah, haven't done that in so long. And I'm back here, and I need to get ready for work tomorrow, because I'm back at work tomorrow. And if I'm really honest, I'm a little bit nervous about my energy levels for tomorrow. But you know what, this week has been amazing. I've managed to exercise, I've managed to do stuff that I don't normally get to do, and it's been such a gift. I am not apologising for, you know, having run like 7 miles so far this week, which is what, you know, what I would used to have done, and you know, all the other little bits and pieces I've done, which, you know, sanity check. It just, for me, it's like drowning and then getting a breath of fresh air before I drown again. And so yeah, it's been a breath of fresh air this week, and it's been totally worth that. So yeah, I'm gonna start the next vlog about going back to work, but for this one, I'm gonna say, yeah, thank you for joining me for my awesome week off, and happy new year. Still feeling, you know, still with the intention this year of becoming well, but you know, it's baby steps, and I am certainly feeling a lot better than I did before Christmas. So I will see you in the next one. Okay everybody, bye.